Hello Flosstube, my name is Carol. Welcome to my channel, My Life with Miss Sassy, and where I talk about my cross-stitch journey. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you for the likes, the comments, and the subscribes. I really appreciate it. And if you are new, welcome. Hopefully you find something you like and stay. A life update. All of us are doing okay. None of us are sick, and hope you all are as well. My husband is still working. He is still considered essential to his workplace, but they did make a few changes at work, and he can telework from home a couple times a week now. So that's a good thing. For Miss Sassy, we are currently on our 5th week of homeschooling, and she seems to be adjusting okay. They have Zoom with their homeroom teacher once a week, and she also has a Zoom with her gymnastics class instructor also once a week. So she is doing okay. As for me, comfort stitching is my coping mechanism. So, and as I also start participating in the virtual stitching meetups. Speaking of virtual stitching meetups, I'd like to shout out the ladies that host the ones that I attend to. Becca from SambrieStitches, Helen D, East Coast Crafter, and also LadyRobynS. Thank you, ladies. I'm usually a very introverted person, so the virtual meetups are good for my soul. Thank you. Also, a couple of Flosstubers that gave me a shout out. I just want to thank them. Miss Janet Deborah, thank you. She mentioned me twice on 2 different occasions, so thank you. And as well as Deborah from Stitch from Stash. Thank you all. Okay. Oh, so I have notes, so I'll be looking down. So, okay, I don't have that much FFOs this week because I've just been stitching. So I do have one previous FFO, fully finished object. And this is a patriotic one. I haven't pulled or switched my decoration to patriotic or summer, so I can only show one. So, and this is America by Little House Needleworks, and this is just a simple glass frame, and I just put a bow with a covered button, red ticking fabric for the backing, and I believe this is 28 count wheat Lugana, and no coffee or tea dyeing on this one. As far as the floss I used, the green is Monkey Grass by Weeks Dye Works. This white on the right side, the more variegated one, is Weeks Dye Works White Lightning. This white on the left side, as well as the fence and the one in the flag and the stars, are Toasted Marshmallow by Classic Colorworks. The black is Classic Colorworks Black Coffee. The brown is Classic Colorworks Hickory Sticks, and that brown as well. The red is Classic Colorworks Ribbon Red, and the dark blue and the stars, the bird, and the flag is DMC 311. And I don't know if you guys can see, there's a light blue on the bird, and that is also DMC 932. So oh, and also if you can see, there's a light gray line that goes all the way in the middle of the house. That is Classic Colorworks Shabby Sheep. So, just a simple finish, and I'm excited to put it up for this year. That's the only FFO I have this week. But I have 2 FOs, finished objects. So the first one is sorry, this, it's called In Full Glory by Blackbird Designs in the Sweet Land of Liberty book. Is this one, and this is my finish. And if you guys need the threads, this is okay. The dark blue is called Blacksmith Blue by Classic Colorworks. The red is Cherry Color, Classic Colorworks. The white is also Classic Colorworks, Khaki Mocha. The light blue on the star here and on the flowers is Old Money by Classic Colorworks. Sorry, I'm trying to read my notes. The green for the border and the plant is Weeks Dye Works Scuppernong, and then the gray for the roof, the windows, and the door is Galvanized, also by Weeks Dye Works. And then the brown for the eagle is Gast or Gentle Arts Picnic Basket. And this is stitched on 28 count Logana that I coffee tea dyed. So I think it's a piece. So I'll be finishing it up maybe next week, if not this weekend. So that's the first FO. And for my second and last FO, this is the big one, and this is also by Blackbird Designs in the book Home for the Holidays. This book and it's this pattern, and it's called Christmas Garden, if I haven't said it. So, and as you can see, I brighten the colors. So, and this is stitch on 28 count Lugana in the color Ice Blue that I coffee tea dyed. So. And this was a Stitch Mania piece I started last year, the Stitch Mania 2019, and my goal for it was to finish it before Stitch Mania this year, and I got it. So for the flosses I used for the black on the letters, I used black coffee. For the green, I used Classic Colorworks Mistletoe. I used 5 skeins on it, or skeins. For the red is Classic Colorworks Cupid. I also used 5 skeins. For the yellow or the gold, I use Classic Colorworks Queen Bee. And for the brown, I actually used 2 because I started with Wood Trail from Gentle Arts, which is the light brown, but I ran out of it, so I had to order some more. And when the order came, it was totally different. It had like greens on it, and it didn't match the brown that I have. It wasn't even close. So I had to find something else that could match. So I found Week Starworks Molasses, which is a darker version of the Wood Trail that I have. So that's what I use for the rest of the pattern. So I stitched it all total 39 days, 31 days in May, because I did a monogamania, and then on and off for the rest of the year and this year. So, but I'm happy. This is my very first sampler, and I finished it, and I like samplers, so I'm happy. Okay, that's for the FOs I have. Now for whips. All of the whips I've started and stitched on since my last video. So. Okay. Okay, first one is called Little Witches by Soda Stitch. It's a piece for my daughter, and it's this one, this whole thing. She wanted the whole thing. I asked her if she just wants some pieces on it, but she said, I want the whole thing, mommy. So I had to, I'm stitching the whole thing, like this whole thing. So, and this is my progress. I am using mostly DMC on this one, so that is Little Witches by Soda Stitch. And next one Let Them Be Small by Lizzie Kate. This is the pattern. It's more browns, and I changed it to blues, more brighter colors. Well, I didn't change it. She picked her own colors because this is also for Miss Sassy. So that's it. Sorry for the noises. The next one is by Blackbird Designs, The Bells on Christmas Day. And this is the pattern. This is the book, The Bells on Christmas Day by Blackbird Designs. Yeah, this one. So, and my progress is I'm not sure how. I think it's this way. So I am marking on the border. So yeah, that's my progress. And these are my threads. These are my threads. All of them is classic colors. Next whip is Stars and Stripes Forever by Bent Creek, not Brent. Bent Creek. This one. And I have changed the colors in this one. I made it more brighter. So I only have a small progress in this one. So this is my progress. And these are the threads. The red is Classic Colorworks Ribbon Red. The white is Classic Colorworks Bamboo. And for the blue is DMC 796. Sorry, I have to put this back, so. Okay. Next is my Easter start, which is We Live in Hope by Blackbird Designs. And this was a Nashville Market release this year. I changed the color I did wanted it a little more brighter, so this is my progress. Working on the border. And the border is met, so I'm happy with that. And here are my threads. It's a mix of DMC and classic colorworks. This one is my comfort stitching. Well, my quarantine stitching. This is Jordan Privé's Quaker Dinnerwell. And it started for all just red, variegated thread, red color. And I actually am using 3 different colors. And this is my progress. I have variegated thread, red, and then I am using green for the trees and black for the words. My red is Classic Colorworks Mana Red. The black for the letters are Classic Colorworks Black Coffee. And for the green, it's also Classic Colorworks Mistletoe. So I am truly enjoying this project. The only time I stopped this was because I ran out of the red. So I had to wait until my supplies got it. But I love it. So, and can't wait to be finished with it. And for my last whip, which I'm aiming to finish hopefully either tonight or tomorrow, is Country Cottage Needleworks Silent Night. I've had this pattern for years and I just keep forgetting to start it. So when I saw it, I was like, let's start it. So and I'm almost finished. I need to do the snows over here and the border on the bottom, same as this border on top. So, and I wanted to put a red on it, so I changed the door to red. It's chartered for the brown. So, but yeah, it's almost done. So either tonight or tomorrow. So those are my whips. And next is my Maynia plants. Because I finished my Maynia last year, now I get to participate in the Maynia this year. So I am doing patriotic stitching for this year's Maynia. I have 5. I am planning to start 5. pieces and 3 of my patriotic clips. I am also planning to stitch on them during the month of May. And the first one is Little House Needlework's Heart of America. This is a kit that came with the threads and embellishments. So all I need to do with this one is cut my fabric for it. I'm probably changing some of the colors, like the green here. I will definitely be changing this one. So, and then I might not end up using this because this was for some of the borders and letters. So, yeah. So that's the first one. The second is Hands-On Design, A Year in Shock, July. I didn't had the chance to stitch this last year, so I'm definitely stitching it this year. And since it's a small, it'll probably just take me a couple days to finish it. So I already have a fabric and threads or floss picked up for that one. Next one is with the needle and thread souvenirs of the heart Star Spangled Spectacular. This was the Nashville Market release this year. So I will be using pretty much majority of the floss I used for the In Full Glory, my FO that I showed you earlier. But just a couple of changes. I'll probably change the color of the house. So fourth one is a Little House Needlework Long Meshi Wave. This came as with a thread pack, but I am not, sorry. But I am not using it. I am using my own color. So I don't like, it's kind of muted, so I will be brightening up the colors for this one. So I already have the fabric cuts, and these are the floss I am planning to use. So, combination of Classic Colorworks, Victoria Motto, and Gentle Arts. Also DMC for the white. And for the last new start that I'm planning for Maynia is Country Cottage Needleworks My Country. This was a release last year. I got it when it came out, but I didn't get a chance to stitch it, so I will be stitching it this year. So I will be changing the colors because the color seems to be pastel-y. So I would probably changing it to like the rest of the other patriotic stitching. So those are the new starts I'm planning for stitching. I have 3 whips that I plan to stitch that are patriotic for Maynia also. The first one is the Stars and Stripes by Ben Creek that I showed earlier. The second one is The American Farmhouse by Scarlet House. So that's the house, or that's the and this is my progress on it. So and this is stitched on 28 count Lugana wheat. So and then for the last whip that I will be stitching on for Stitch Maynia is my Little Start, and it's the big one. And it's the One Nation by Bygone Stitches. So, and I only stitch on this one time. So, and this is the whole thing. Yeah, you can't even see me, so yeah. I've only started on the blue part, so the border on it. So hoping to make a progress during Stitch Maynia for this one. So those are my plans for this year's Stitch Maynia. Hopefully I get to finish some. Definitely not this big one. Yeah. Okay. Last one that will be guys showing you is a little bit of a haul. So I did place orders from Nicole's Needlework. No. NeedleCaseGoodies in Etsy. NeedleCaseGoodies in Etsy. I bought 4 more of the Nashville Market releases. So, yeah. First one is this one, the Blue Flower Huckleberry Farm. There is something about the border that I like. So, and I think the fabric it used, it just enhances the piece. So I love it. So that's one. And then the next one is this one. When I first saw this, oh, it's heartstring samplery, consider the lettuce. I knew this was big because look at it, it's huge. So, and when I first saw it, I'm like, ooh, I love the colors. I love the color palette, and I just love it. But I was hesitant to get it the first time because I knew it was gonna be big. It's 435 by 363. So this is huge. And since I stitched on 28 count Lugana and I cannot go on 32, I tried, my eyes cannot adjust. So the 28, this piece will be enormous, but I couldn't not get it. And then I saw Nicole's Needlework and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna get it, even though I don't know when I'll actually start. But I'll probably start kitting up, at least buying the floss this year, because it's just stunning. It's really beautiful and I love it. consider the latest pricing sampler. And then, because Brenda and Laura, the cereal starter, hi ladies, says buy all the blackbirds. So I bought 2. I already have the We Live in Hope. And then they said buy all of them. So I bought 2 more. This is the Sewing Club. And All Joy is for Fine. So, and this book alone is worth the price. There is so many patterns in here. 16 patterns are in here. I love this one. And this is the one that caught my eye. So, I think this is worth. So, and it's Blackbird. Who can resist Blackbird? Nobody. So, yep, Blackbird. And also this one. This is not from Nashville Needlework. This is circa, I believe, 2013. But I like the house. So I got this from Want to Stitch, not from NeedleCaseGoodies. So yeah, I like it. And it's Blackbird. So you can't go wrong with Blackbird. So, yeah. And then the last one I bought, it was a new release by Hands Across the Sea Sampler. It's one of their little gems, which are like the PDF patterns that you can buy and download on directly from their website. And it's this one. It's Sarah Spencer, 1870. I love the border, and I love this too. Flower pot on it. So, and it's, I think it's beautiful. It is a sampler, but it is smaller than the other samplers. So, but it's pretty. And I already picked my colors. So, I don't know when I'll be starting this, but at least I have my colors. So. Sarah Spencer. Okay, and that's the last of my haul. And that is it for today. So hope you enjoyed everything I've shown and all of my stitching, my haul. Again, thank you everyone for all the likes, the comments that you guys leave, and the subscription. I appreciate it. And I'm glad you guys are liking what I'm showing. So, and I'm glad I started this Flosstube. It's nice to be a part of a community. So, thank you. Again, stay safe, everyone. Practice social distancing. Wear your mask. Hand wash, and just stay safe. If you can stay home, just stay home. So I know a lot of people are, trying to, or at least getting bored being home, but I say if it helps us in the long run, just stay home. So stay safe again, everyone, and see you guys on my next video, and happy stitching. Bye.